Miss Universe,
Me, I would love to go back to modeling one day when I have white hair.
defender of human rights,
Violence against women is not only in the fashion industry, it's everywhere.
ambassador of sports in Qatar, and at the same time, fashion show events, Pilates classes, and all of this being the mother of three.
I cannot give love if I don't love myself. How can I teach my kids?
How it's even possible to fit everything in just one life?
Many doors close, but I'm very persistent and I knock doors until my arms, my hands were bleeding. I think beauty opens doors, but it's the power within that helps you to stay in the room.
Miss Universe, defender of human rights, ambassador of sports in Qatar, and at the same time, fashion show events, Pilates classes, and all of this being the mother of three. How it's even possible to fit everything in just one life? We ask our guest today, Yezenia. Welcome to Fashion Podcast, Yezenia.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here and to share a little bit of my experience with your guests.
With pleasure. Let's start. So from all of this being said, I want to ask you first question. You are such a pretty woman.
Thank you,
So, absolutely. This is a fact. Not even compliment, it's an effect.
Thank you.
So is this what helps you in your life within events? This is what gives you power, or the power comes first and it helps you to be beautiful?
I think beauty opens doors, but it's the power within that helps you to stay in the room. Being beautiful is not the key to open the door always, but I think if you're a beautiful human, it will open more doors than if you are beautiful outside. For me, I learned in my life that being honest, transparent, humble, have a strong faith, and never do something to someone that you don't expect someone to do to you is the key. I'm grateful to God for the way He created me, but I think beauty goes beyond the way you look.
Very nice words, nicely said.
Thank you.
Let's go back a little bit. You've been Miss Universe, but before that, for sure, you didn't step directly to that path. You was a Miss Mexico, right? Mexico.
Mrs. Mexico.
Mexico, yeah. So how did you start the career of modeling and reach that level? Some scout found you, or you started yourself?
I actually started modeling when I was 6 years old. Yes, back in Mexico and in the US. And it started because my little sister was very shy. So our parents took us to modeling sessions. And I was very excited. And I started there modeling. And then when I was 6, also I started singing. I had a band. And when I was 12, I started acting. I love being on stage. And then, university life. And I went to compete in Miss Mexico when I was in high school, and I actually didn't like it. I didn't like the atmosphere. I didn't like that it was very superficial. And I actually competed in the Mrs. Mexico pageant that is for married women, for moms. And I like that I saw in all these powerful women a goal. More than beauty, we had the chance to do something to give back to the world, to the community, and that is something that it means a lot to me. So that's why I competed in Mrs. Mexico, and then I moved to Qatar. I couldn't go to the Mrs. Universe that year. And some years after, they called me to go to the Mrs. Universe because there was a situation with the queen of that year. And it was such a beautiful experience in Malaysia.
Amazing. So it doesn't matter which country you stay in, if you're defending your country, right?
Yes,
in this
you
moment.
represent your country.
You represent your country.
Yes.
Did you ever take this serious? Sometimes they say if you take a job of model too serious, you might not really succeed. Was it for you like a main goal, or was it something additional value?
I will tell you one story. When I was very little, people ask me, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I always say, I want to be a princess. I want to be famous.
Oh, nice.
And I want to be a mom. And I actually dream of having 3 boys all the time.
Wow.
And all my dreams became true. All my dreams since from my childhood. I did modeling, I did acting, I did singing, I did beauty pageants, movies, soap operas. I have many magazine covers. I did everything I always dream of. And I'm very grateful for that. I never thought I was going to be able to do it, but I'm grateful I was able to do it, but no one gave it to me. I always went for it. And many doors close, but I'm very persistent, and I knock doors until my arms, my hands were bleeding, because I'm a very positive person, and I always have faith that when something is for you, even if you get out of the way, it will come to you. But if it's not for you, even if you put yourself in the way, it's not going to be for you.
True.
Something like that. But I enjoy everything I do. I think I have seasons in my life. Sometimes when I moved to Qatar, I was modeling for many, many years. And I was in all the magazines I was the first model for many fashion designers in Qatar. I did a lot of things in fashion, and then things change, and it's okay to change. You evolve, you grow, you change.
True. Let's go back to the experience when you participate in Mrs. Universe, right? So you already was a mom, you was a married woman. So how is that experience? Did it help you in somehow, or it's preventing you from making bigger steps? Because always married women, well, I don't want to say this is a stereotype, but this is the truth. Married women have a lot of responsibilities. How did you manage your time?
For me, I was a very young mom, and I remember people saying, "Oh, your life is over. You cannot follow your dreams. Halas, you have to be just a housewife." And for me, it didn't align with my beliefs, my goals, my dreams. I couldn't just give up like that. I love my children. I love my family, and I will give my life for them. But you cannot, I feel that you have to pour in your own glass to be able to pour in other glasses. I cannot give love if I don't love myself. How can I teach my kids, follow your dreams, be consistent, be strong, be brave, if I don't do the same thing? For me, being a mom and do what I always dream of, it's a way to show my children you can do it. Look, mama is doing it, you can do it too.
Okay, that's cool. But for example, you need to prepare yourself, you need to put yourself in a shape, you need to make sport, you need to have time for your hair, for your face mask, for everything to take care about yourself. So, and you have kids asking you, "Mom, let's go have some lunch and let's watch movie together." How you make priorities? How do you, or you involving them in your life, or you asking your friends to stay with them while you're busy with yourself? How to deal with that?
Well, I feel you need a balance always. Sometimes I feel like my day has more than 24 hours and I still need more hours. I'm a very multitask person. I'm always busy doing something or creating something or looking for something to do. But when my kids were young, yes, I don't feel embarrassed or ashamed to say I need help. Whenever I was traveling, if I can bring my kids with me, I will bring them with me to my media trips. When I went, for example, to the Mrs. Universe in Malaysia, of course, my kids cannot come with me. They stay here with their father. I traveled with a friend of mine that was my makeup artist, and I stayed in Malaysia for like 10 days. And my kids were here looking after from my husband and the nanny that lived with us. So I'm blessed that I had support, someone to help me. But I really admire single women and that do the same things without anyone's support. I feel you can always manage to do things. Like when you leave your kids at school, I go to the gym, I go to Pilates, I do my skincare in the morning and at night. I take care of me, my mental, my physical, and all the health that I need. And this is how I feel I will inspire my kids to do the same. But I always think that quality is better than quantity. When I'm with my kids, I love my kids so much. When I'm with my kids, I try to give my 100 120% or more
You
in
don't
different
touch the
ways.
phone, no? You don't touch the phone when you're with your kids?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I like to spend time with them. We do sports, we cook together, we do skincare together. I have 3 boys and I teach them from very young age to take care of their skin, their hair, to dress up well. So we spend time together. We go shopping and I shop for them more than I shop for me. So yes, I'm very blessed with my kids.
Nice. I also have a boy. When I listen to you, I feel that I spend less time with him than I should.
Yes, it's okay. It's different for everyone. I also think that I spend more time with my son now than the time I spent with my other 2 kids. I was more busier before than now.
I see. So what do you think? A lot of women, when see your example, they are maybe reaching out to you and asking how to get there. Maybe you had example of other women, if this didn't touch you. What is the biggest break for a woman when she's married to fulfill her dreams? What is stopping her? Is it a relationship? Like not probably all the husband as supportive as yours. What do you think stop women from grow when they're married?
I don't think my husband was supportive. I think I'm very stubborn.
I see.
I'm a fighter. Not fighting, but I'm a fighter.
You put the boundaries. I need this, right?
I don't ask for anything, but I go after things that I want. So I don't want to encourage women to be rebel. I want to say, if you are in a situation where life is not what you expect, we have to learn to be happy, content, and create the world you want in that atmosphere. I believe that peace is something so precious. And when you learn to have peace and happiness within you, inside of you, you can be in the middle of the storm and you are okay. When you are grateful, content, and feel blessed for whatever you have. I will always encourage women to follow their dreams, to go go outside and explore the world. Or maybe in your house, like you can be creative in your house. If you cannot go out, in your own home, you can do a fashion show, create styles, play, like be creative. The limit is the sky. But if you have the chance to go out and do things, learn something new, do it, because we are something that is sure for everyone is that we are all going to die one day.
Yeah.
So the time you have left in this earth, is the power is in your hands. True. To go out and to do something for your life. You can learn. I love learning new things. Last year I started learning piano. I speak now 3 different languages that I learned in Qatar. I like learning different things. I like to go to cooking classes, makeup classes, all the classes that you can go. And there are so many things you can do for free, but you need to go out and look for them.
Yeah.
Or even with YouTube. YouTube is the biggest thing to learn new things.
True. Yeah. Speaking about modeling, you have such a great experience, but what's happening now, everyone making so much noise around AI, H&M, they created clones of the real models, and they are like the models actually owning that clone, but still it's reducing the number of the models will be hired, at least for portfolio. What do you think about these changes? Do you think it's a good thing, or?
I think... honestly, I don't know. I think the world is changing, but you cannot change someone that is human, the feeling, the energy. You can use an AI model, but you cannot feel the AI model. I don't think it will be the same. I think it will reduce costs maybe for the brands or maybe for the models. If they cannot be in a photo shoot, they can just be everywhere at the same time. But I will not like to be cloned or to have an AI of myself. I want to be there. I want to be part of the creation of a brand, of a project, and be involved. Like, imagine that you are doing an interview to an AI of me. How can I put my heart in this?
True. It's only real feelings about real life, real people. Totally agree with you. I used to give one interview to Zunira, and she asked me similar question. If I replace the personal stylist, what you gonna do? And I told her, it's about the feeling. It's about when you are cooking the dish. You can give the same ingredients to the chef or to the amateur. And it can be same ingredients, but totally different taste, because the chef feels how much he put there. He feels. So speaking about style, you are a very stylish person.
Thank you.
Do you think the clothes gives a message about the person, or you can skip that and we shouldn't judge by the first look when we see the person?
For me, fashion is a non-verbal way of communicate things, a conversation, to talk. Fashion is, it can give an impression of someone. But for me, judging someone for the way they look is very shallow. You cannot judge the book. I mean, this is something we always heard, but you cannot judge a book for the cover. You need to actually read the book to know what is inside. And it happens so much to me. I had many situations that people think I'm a diva, or I'm, stubborn, or I don't know, for the way I look. And because I'm blind, so this one you have to put it, because I actually cannot see very well.
So
faces.
they think it's ignorance because you don't see them.
So
and
when I go to places, I literally cannot see a face after the cameras.
I see.
I see blurred. So when I go to places, because I know I cannot see, and sometimes I'm not sure, and I have to do this. When I go to a place, I just enter like this, and sometimes people can think that I'm a diva. Honestly, I don't care what people think. I've never done that, because for me, it's stupid that someone judges another person just for whatever someone said about them,
exactly,
or the way they look. It's very shallow. Get to know me first,
ask me,
and then ask me, and then you take your opinion. But you cannot judge someone for something you heard from someone else, or for the way they look. Never. Like, sometimes I feel we lose the chance, the opportunity to meet someone amazing or awesome, because we are scared to talk to them, or because someone said something, or for whatever reason. And so maybe this person can be your future best friend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Speaking about the modeling again, there are so many terrifying stories. Maybe you heard it also, that about the violence, domestic violence, about some criminal things over the women who just beautiful. And what do you think? Is this profession is safe? Is this profession in general has a future?
Modeling?
Modeling.
Well, honestly, violence against women is not only in the fashion industry, it's everywhere. And actually, violence, the statistics show that 2 of 3 women around the world are victims of violence. And most of the attackers or the abusers are someone close to them, anyone very, very close. So I don't think it's just in modeling. I think harassment in the fashion industry, in harassment in any industry. I'm an actress. Even in my career in acting is very common, but it can happen in any office, in any restaurant, in any place, any situation. I feel it's not the woman's fault, but we have to be very smart. I will not go out at 2 a.m. in a dangerous place.
Correct.
I will not go alone when I travel if I don't know anyone. I have to always be with someone I know. We have to be precautious, because this world is hard, and it's more hard for us women, I feel.
True. What would you recommend the young models, the girls who just started the career in modeling, the few steps that will protect them and will help them to be more confident and maybe consistent?
First, what I will say to any model, or to anyone that wants to be a model, is study, focus on your career. Do modeling as a side job or as a hobby. It's fun. Try to always have someone with you. Like, if you are under 18, bring your mom, bring a sister, bring a friend, bring someone that is adult and mature. Never be alone. when you are not mature and a grown up, ready to take decisions for your own self, be smart. Learn to say no and always have a backup. Modeling is not forever. This life is changing, and yes, there are models now that are curvy or older models. Maybe me, I would love to go back to modeling one day when I have white hair, for example.
Exactly.
I would love to model again.
Mother of the Elon Musk, for example,
Yes.
or other ladies.
Yes, I met her when she came to Qatar.
Nice.
She's lovely. So the world is changing for good in many ways, but also in other ways not so good. We have to be very smart. We have to learn how to say no. We have to be ready for anything, because you never know. Life can change like this.
In a second.
Today
true.
you have legs, maybe tomorrow you don't.
Yeah.
There are models in wheelchairs. There are models with vitiligo, these white patches on their skin.
Yeah.
But your mental health, your physical health has to be your priority. Always.
Totally agree.
Because I think the dangerous part of modeling is how we treat ourselves. Because we can be our worst enemies. I was very demanding with myself, to the point that you are skinny and you want to be more skinny, and you don't realize how skinny you are.
I see.
So you need to be very careful all the time. First, love yourself. Put yourself first as not before others, as like your family or your kids or whatever, but your health before any money or any cover or any fashion show. Like if they ask you need to lose 10 kilos for this fashion show, sorry, I don't think it's necessary.
Totally agree. Speaking about violence and protecting themselves, I know that you initiated a few years ago a very amazing project called Queen Without Scars. Can you tell me more about it, and why did you start it?
So I'm a survivor myself. I always wanted to create awareness against domestic violence and violence against women. And I think I'm an advocate for this. I always help women when I can. Before I went to the Mrs. Universe, I started doing campaigns for Queens Without Scars, and I helped one-to-one several women in situations in Qatar, in Mexico, Colombia, in other countries. This is after I launched my organization during the Mrs. Universe. So when I launched it during the Mrs. Universe in Malaysia, many of the delegates from different countries got involved in this, and then they took Queens Without Scars to different countries and start doing these campaigns. Thanks to this organization, I was invited to the 13th United Nations Congress on Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice, and I learned so much about violence in times of war, violence in the workforce, violence in here, violence there, violence everywhere. And how important is to create awareness of this. And everything starts in childhood. You need to educate children about this. So yes, I started because I feel, and I'm sure that when you help others, you heal.
But is it something personal that touch you, or it never happens to you?
It happens to me. I'm a survivor. Yes.
It happens to you?
Yes.
Okay.
So for me, it helped me to heal while I was helping. I know forgiveness is what helped me to heal. My faith and forgiveness. Because if you live your life hating someone that hurt you, you cannot move forward. Never. And maybe this person will be living the life and not even think of you. But for me, forgiving, and I forgive every single day, is a daily work. And I'm not doing it only for them, I'm doing it for myself. And it gives me freedom.
Nice.
And peace.
Nice, very inspiring. You came to Qatar how many years ago?
14.
14 years ago?
Yes.
What are the best 3 things about living in Qatar for you?
I love the diversity, cultural diversity. That was my biggest thing. I love meeting people from different countries, trying different foods, learning different language. Actually, when I moved to Qatar, my English was worse than now. It was horrible. And the first language I learned was Portuguese, because my first friends were Brazilians. So I learned Portuguese, and then I learned English in life and helping my kids with their homework.
Nice.
So cultural diversity, safety. I feel safe. I thank God. Some horrible things happen to me, but I feel safe, very safe. I can go out. I can leave my house open, my car open. I feel safe, and the opportunities. All the things that happened to me in Qatar, oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. It's unbelievable the opportunities I had in this country. Like, maybe in my country I did many things. Don't get me wrong. I think in my country, if I stay in my country, I'll be very famous. I know for a fact. And if I go back, I know what's happening because I know how I am. But here it was so fast. Like the amount of magazine covers that I have, the people that I met. I was able to interview David Beckham, to talk to Ronaldinho, to talk to so many. Jennifer Lopez, Paris Hilton. Like the amount of people I met and talked to them, like Ozuna, Gims. And then if I see them, they remember me. Like when they come back, they remember me. I work for the closing and opening ceremony of the World Cup. I work with FIFA, with Supreme Committee. I work with so many brands as an ambassador with Qatar Airways, with big brands, cars, travel so much. I don't know. I'm just like, thank God for all of these blessings, because the opportunities in this country for me are from another world. And they are still coming.
Yeah. Speaking about when we work with you, how I was following you for years, but when I work with you, it was the biggest experience ever in Shop Qatar 2019, just before Corona. And you were such a professional and really tough, and making the models. We had 50 models. It's the biggest number I ever work with, thanks to you. Mm-hmm. And I saw you so professional working with the models on that fashion show. But recently I didn't see you doing this, and I know that the demand decreased, but I'm interested to know your opinion, why you switched from this. Maybe I didn't see you doing this also now, but I feel like in general the demand decreased. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, when I invited you to work with me during this event, I was doing, so it's because I evolve. It's not that I change. I think I evolve, and I can do everything now, anything I want, if God allows me. During that time, I was doing modeling, but I moved to backstage management and fashion choreography. So when I moved to that, in that time in Qatar, there were so many fashion shows happening. We were bringing models from abroad. We have many designers coming. So it was a demanding time, and I need people that were professional. I love working with you. So yes, managing 50, sometimes 80 models was hard. But I love it. I can be a sweetheart, but backstage, I remember one time I told the models, here there's no divas. The only diva in this backstage and on stage is me. So I don't want divas here. I was doing that all the time, because models could be divas and change their makeup. I don't like this. I don't care what you like. You're coming here for this job, and you have to do your job, but you can leave.
Yeah.
So I've evolved. I love doing backstage management. I love doing fashion choreography. I love modeling, presenting. I have so many projects coming. But I think even when you don't ask for it and when you don't want to, just life will take you for different ways, different paths. Even sometimes people can do it just to ruin you, but they are opening another door, And yes, in Qatar now, things change. I don't see many fashion shows happening like before. I don't see... Before, when I moved to Qatar, for me, it was like the gold era.
And the quality of the fashion shows.
It was the gold era. I modeled for Carolina Herrera. I modeled for top fashion designers as a model. I had the best experience before. Now, I don't know. Honestly, I don't see much happening. Now they invite me to the Arab Fashion Week in Dubai or to London. I go to those ones, and it reminds me of what it used to be those years in Qatar.
True.
It was just a few years.
Yeah. Thank you. We got it. We
Yes.
catch it. We catch the
Yes,
time.
exactly.
Speaking about being a public person, how you deal, for sure people are saying different things and 99% of them is not true, but how you deal with haters, how you deal with negative comments. Are you ever reading this anyway, or you just ignoring, or you replying? Oh.
You know, sometimes I have hater comments, but I think, I don't know why, I maybe I have someone protecting me because I don't have many hater comments, but I know I have haters. And you need, I don't want to see or to know if I have haters, but I think we all have. We have to need to know that the haters speak about a reflection of their insecurities.
True.
So if I have a hater, and I was telling this my friend yesterday, we went to a place and she said like, oh my gosh, the way they're looking at us. I'm like, I don't care. I don't look at them. I don't look to anyone. And I was telling her, when a man sees you, it's because he can have you. When a woman sees you, sometimes like in a bad way, it's because she wants to be you or she wants something you have. But it's sad. You know, we should support each other. And sometimes we don't. I love supporting women. I love doing events for women. I love feminine energy. I love giving. I'm a giver. I love creating a community. Community for me is important. Family. But not everyone thinks the same way. But honestly, don't give attention to haters. When you see any hate comment, you have to think, poor person, how sad or miserable is this person's life and boring that they have to go to someone else's to criticize and push them down to feel a little better. That's how I feel. That's how I see it.
That's
I feel
very,
sad
very
for them. I feel
smart.
sorry for them. And this is what I tell my kids all the time. Even when bully at school, I tell my kids, pray for these kids because you don't know, maybe they are bullied at home. The kids that do bullying,
Yeah.
they have been bullied. This is a self-defense.
True.
So we have to learn. We cannot allow other people to make us feel bad or push us down. We cannot allow that. We need to forgive, pray for them and bless them. But we need to see where are they coming from. And don't take it personal.
You never know what you never know, like one of my guests said.
Yes.
You never know what's behind there,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Are you the same person in front of me now and back with your kids? Or you have like different masks that you have to wear because the public person is a certain face. At home, you may be more, distant. Are you the same person?
I'm a Latina.
This
So
is
I'm
the
a very
answer.
feisty, very passionate. No, I think we all, I don't want to call it mask, but I think we are all different situations. And sadly, our worst way to be is sometimes at home with the closest people we have. And I feel sad for that. But no, I will never talk to you the way I shout to my kids when they make me angry. If they make me upset, I will sometimes become, the Latina will come outside and, yes, you don't want to see that. But I'm a very loving person. I love my kids. I love my friends. I love fully. I care for people, but I also very protective. Like if someone does something to my friends or my kids, I don't know what is the word to say, but like something happened to a friend recently at the airport and it was not fair. It wasn't just. And me, I went out defending her against a misogynist. And I'm that person. I don't think I have mask. I think you adapt to the place you are. But for example, I'm like wearing this beautiful BCBG dress, my Dior shoes, and this makeup and blah, blah, blah. But at home, I'm wearing leggings or pajamas, no makeup. I don't wear makeup. This hair, yes, sometimes I do my hair. But I like to be in my leggings, my sneakers, my pajamas, no makeup, ponytail or a bun. That's me. That's me since a few years ago. Before, no, I would not go out without heels or makeup. But I prefer to sleep 30 minutes more than waking up early to do my makeup.
Nice.
And I learned to love myself the way I look, the way my hair is now. I used to be blonde, now I'm brunette, and I feel that using less makeup helps my skin. But yeah, I don't know. Now it's like this. Maybe tomorrow I will be different again.
You're very, very pretty.
Thank you.
Within, inside and out. How do you protect yourself from Instagram and all the social media? Do you have like a detox time? Are you closing your phone in a certain moment, or maybe some days you don't open it at all? Like, do you have some stuff like that?
Well, before I was very obsessed with my social media, because also social media is my work. This is my way of like my income. And I enjoy doing social media before so much. Now, not so much. I like to see positive things. I want to be positive. I like to create content. I love creating content. And I take breaks. For example, I think I posted something today, but I didn't post in maybe a week. Before I was posting all the time, you know. I posted something today. Sometimes I don't post stories. Sometimes I feel pressure for brands because I haven't posted stories for invitations or events. And I feel annoyed sometimes because I like to live in the moment. Like when I go to a place, I really enjoy now having conversations. I love to spend time with my friends and talk to them. Sometimes I forget to take videos, but I do it. And I value my time with my friends, my loved ones, more than anything now, more than before. And I know I have to be more committed and more consistent with my social media. But my mental health, my health in general is more important. My time, my energy. Sometimes I feel drained with social media, because social media expects so much from us. It's too perfect. People don't know my life. People will judge me for my social media, and my social media could be very pretty, but they don't know my life. They don't know my struggles. They don't know my demons, or why if I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I'm struggling, if I need money, if I have food. No, they don't know. Yeah. So you cannot judge someone also for their social media page, because social media can be very tricky. Right? Can be fake. Tricky. It's fake many times.
Can be fake. But you're doing Pilates now. You've always been fit. You always look great. But now you're doing so much Pilates, and it make you look even more amazing, and your body is so
thank you,
stunning. Like, how did you come to that?
Well, 2023 I had a very ugly car accident. I was in hospital for a month after the accident, and then I went back for another month. I had one broken rib, a punctured lung, and so many issues. My cortisol levels were high. I was very bad. I went through a very dark place. I gained weight.
I see.
And I had surgeries and so many things. When my doctor said you can start working out, the only thing I was able to do, because of my broken ribs and my lung, it was Pilates. So I did Pilates before. When the first studio opened in Qatar, I went to the opening and I did Pilates. But after that, I was doing CrossFit and like heavy lifting and gym and HIIT training. And now I started doing Pilates last year, actually. It changed everything. It changed because when you do Pilates, you are moving your body, you are stretching your body, but you are breathing at the same time. You connect with every single little muscle. You learn from the mobility of your joints, your bones, your muscles, and your breathing. So it's a mind-body connection.
Nice.
So for me, it helped me heal my mental health, my physical health, and it changed my body. Like I feel it's the best body I ever had in my whole life. For me, I am very happy. I feel strong. I feel younger. And then I decided to take the Reformer Pilates instructor course. I finished my course and I'm doing my certification. I teach my first class recently, and I'm going to hopefully start teaching soon. And Pilates, I love Pilates.
Bravo.
Thank
Bravo.
you.
And the last question to you. In spite of your power, in spite of your fighter, as you said, you are such a feminine person. So how is it possible to have both in one? Can it be learned, or it comes only naturally?
Femininity and power, they don't go against each other. I think they complement each other. I think the strength of my power is my softness. So being powerful and strong, because I know I'm a powerful woman. I'm strong. I'm very strong and brave. But I'm also very soft, emotional. Like I try to not cry here. I realize that. I'm very emotional. I'm very soft. I like connecting with people. The things affect me. If someone is suffering, it will affect me deeply. It will affect my life. And I think your power and your femininity go hand in hand. You cannot go without each of them, you know. You can be soft and you can be brave and powerful at the same time. Always.
Bravo. Thank you so much, Yezenia, for
Thank
today.
Thank you for having me.
Powerful, beautiful, soft, passionable, amazing woman. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Coming.
God bless you.
And stay tuned for more interesting episodes.